Okay, let's just go ahead and get through this, move forward, do what we gotta do, and we will just keep on going on our journey. What's up, everyone, and welcome on back. Thank you so much for returning and coming back to my channel and joining me on today's video. If you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Monet. I am 25 years old, and here on this channel, I am dedicated to learning how to better manage my money. I am utilizing the cash envelope system, and that has really helped me over the past 2 years learn how to better spend my money and learn how to save it as well. I am also in the process of eliminating my debt, and I am doing the debt snowball method to help me eliminate that. So if you are also interested in any of those things, you find it interesting and you would like to learn and join the journey, then please feel free to go down below and hit that subscribe button. Join the family. We would love to have you. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will always be notified whenever I upload my next video. All right, you guys, so it's been a minute, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while since I uploaded a last video, and we of course will get into that and the reasonings behind that. But within today's video, we are going to be doing a cash envelope stuffing. I'm actually very much behind on a lot of my cash envelope stuffings. I haven't been using my cash. I've taken the money out of the bank, but I just haven't used them because honestly, you guys, I just haven't been doing any spending, and you will find out why. But for today's video, we are going to be cash stuffing my full-time paycheck. I did receive that on July 15th, so we are going to budget that out. If that sounds like something you would enjoy, then just keep on watching. Okay, so before we get into the budget and seeing what is going on, let me just explain so that then when we get to the budget, we aren't surprised by what we see. So basically, you guys, if I take off a week or a couple of days, just know I am internally processing life happening around me. So as we all know, life continues to go on while we're on this journey. Things are going to be thrown at you, so forth and so on. But I am a person that gets very, I don't know if the word is emotional, but when I'm stressed or when I'm overwhelmed about something, that's literally the only thing I can think about. And I'm honestly not very much good company until I get myself together. So if I'm stressed, I can't come on the camera and tell you guys this is happening and that is happening when I don't even know what is the next game plan. So I'm gonna update you guys on, what happened. But of course, if you only are interested in the cash stuffing, I am gonna do like a little timestamp so you can fast forward to just that section if you don't want to hear this, which I understand. But in terms of life and what's been happening with me, if we take it back almost 2 weeks ago, let's get started with just my full-time job. This is around the time when everyone is running with like a chicken with their head cut off. There are crazy demands. There are meetings, reports, and all of this stuff that they want to get done. And the last 2 weeks, you guys, it was just a lot for me. I did a lot of overnight working, trying to get these reports done. So honestly, YouTube and all of that other stuff was the last thing on my mind because I have to get the work done. So that was one thing. Two, which I have to give a shout out to you guys, which I just really appreciated. Over the last couple of weeks, my shop has been getting a lot of interest. Well, for me, it's a lot. It's more than what I'm used to, and I very much appreciate it. So of course, that is a top priority for me to try and get the orders out in a timely manner for the people that ordered them. But there was a little influx of orders, and I had to work through that, and I still haven't even cash stuffed that, so that will be like a later video that we'll try and get through because I think I'm like 2 weeks behind on that. So trying to get those orders out was just a lot to try and get that done. But the main thing, you guys, was the thing that blew up and that I was not prepared for, which is that I have to move. So yes, if you've been here for at least the 2 years that I've been on, you do know that I just moved into this apartment at the beginning of last year. No, I'm sorry, at October of last year is when I moved into this apartment. I really don't want to get too much into it, but there was just a lot of behind the scenes in terms of the apartment management and all of this stuff that I really was not a fan of. To start off with the layout, this wasn't the layout that I was shown, but when I moved in, this is what I had. It's very much smaller than what I was told, but I was going to look over all of that. You know, I was just going to push through and stay here for another year or so because, guys, I honestly hate moving. So for me to come to this decision, it was not an easy one because I just hate change. Like, I'd rather just, you know, make do with what I got. But the main deciding factor of I gotta get out of here was when they sent out my new lease renewal. And guys, the amount that they went up for my rent is ridiculous. I've been living at apartments for 3 years now, and I've lived where they, you know, steadily increase the rent, but never in my life have I ever seen rent increase this dramatically from 1 year. I've also talked, of course, you know, to family members, to friends. They've also never heard of such a drastic increase. I called the leasing office. They don't want to have anything to do with me. They said this is the price and that's that. But what really stressed me was that they sent the lease out 2 weeks ago, and I have to give them a 60 days notice if I do plan on leaving, which means that I would need to be approved for a place and have somewhere to go and tell them by August 1st. So that is what was overwhelmed me because I basically had 1 month to find an apartment. I am very indecisive. I'm very particular, and you know, I like to plan out my decisions, especially something as big as finding an apartment. So to find it in a month and then be approved and go through all of that process, I was just overwhelmed. And then on top of that, I have not budgeted for moving into a new apartment. So last year, you guys saw the whole transition of me saving up all year because I knew that I was going to move, but I am not prepared whatsoever for a move. And I really didn't want to do it, but at the end of the day, I know that this is what I need to do. Thankfully, at the end of all of this, I have found an apartment. I put in the application. Hopefully I get approved. I'm still waiting on that, but if not, you know, I have the backup. But I think this is just, you know, all planned. I have to move if this is what is best for me, because where I am currently, I know it just wouldn't work. I was going to settle, but I knew I would not have been happy about it. So yeah, your girl was stressed about that for like 2 weeks. I cried about it. I was depressed about it. It just threw me all for a loop. But, you know, I'm ready to face it, deal with it, and do what I can to prepare for that. That was the long-winded story. So I am going to now go ahead and budget my second paycheck, and I'll give you guys more details on my plans and what I intend on doing for the process of this move. So let's go ahead to my paycheck breakdown. All right, so here we are with the paycheck number 2 breakdown. These sheets are available for digital download for anybody that is interested or might ask. Just go ahead and check the link in the description, and it's available in both my Etsy and my website. So let's go ahead and get started with expenses. So we are saving up for rent that is going to be due on August 1st. I already put the first half away, so now I'm going to put the second half away. So that would be another $630. And oh guys, my car. So my car payment is due. That's going to be $117. I'm just very frustrated also with my car because if you guys remember my last debt snowball payment that I had, it was for $1,055. I applied that payment, but the person did not put that payment towards my principal. I called and did all this on July 2nd. Well, actually, I made the payment July 1st, and then I realized they didn't do it right. So I called them July 2nd to make the change. Today is July 19th and still they have not made the change. I keep calling and it's like every time I call, they keep saying the previous person that tried to fix it didn't fix it. And it's just a lot of back and forth with them because each day that they don't fix it, I'm getting more interest on it. And it's very frustrating because I'm so close to being done with it and they're just giving me a hard time about that. So the car is a touchy subject right now, but I am going to make my minimum payment of $117. And then as I get to the debt, I'll give you guys more information about that. Next bill is for files. This is for my internet. That's going to be $60. And then gas for my car, that will be $80. So everything under expenses, I don't take the physical cash out. They do stay in my account. So that's going to be a total of $887 for that. So now we move into the cash portion. These are things that I do take cash out for. And spending is up first. That's going to get $80. Groceries will get $140. Toiletries is getting $50. Clothing $20. And eating out $35. Nothing's really changed as far as these things. So the total is going to be $325 for that. So now we get into sinking funds. Annual payments, that's going to get $20. Car maintenance is getting $50. Car insurance $75. Christmas will get $40. Gifts is getting $20. Household is getting $40. Medical $10. And vacation is getting $50. So if we total up everything for sinking funds, that's $305. So now we're going to get into extra debt and savings. So what I decided to do this month and probably for the next couple of months until I move into my apartment on October 1st is that I'm going to put a cap on how much I want to put towards debt for the month. For example, for July, I want to give myself a cap of $500 that I want to put towards debt. And then once I hit $500 for the month, that's it. So I actually already have over $500 within my debt envelope, but I am going to take the money out, and anything that's past $500, we are now going to throw into a sinking fund for my apartment. I have to be realistic with myself. I know that 3 months, well, really not even 3, I really have 2 months to save up for transitioning into an apartment. I know I'm not gonna really make that much that will help me with it. So as a backup plan, I will be most likely dipping into my savings. So that savings that I've been setting aside for $5,000 for the year, most likely I won't save $5,000. I'm still going to contribute as much as I can, and I'm going to save as much as I can for my apartment so that then I can take out the least amount from savings, if that makes any sense. But I just have to be realistic with myself, and honestly, I'm just thankful that I did put money aside for savings. So in terms of my savings, this isn't like my only amount. I do have an emergency fund that I keep separate of $1,000 that I, try not to touch. So even if I do deplete my entire savings, which I hope isn't the case, I still have my $1,000 emergency fund for just in case. That is the plan that I'm going to do. So in terms of extra debt, we aren't going to do anything from this paycheck, and we are going to put money towards savings and apartment. So savings is going to get $200 and apartment will be getting $240 from this paycheck. So if we do my rollover, that's just my buffer. So that's going to be $5 as usual. And the total that I withdrew from the bank is $325 plus $305 plus $200 plus $240. So that's a total of $1,070 that we will be cash stuffing today. So I guess what is a nice saving grace, I would say, is that July is a magic month. So I am getting one more paycheck that is considered like an extra paycheck. And I was going to put all of that money towards my car and, try and really make a dent in lowering it. But priorities are coming up and you have to prioritize what is being thrown at you in that moment. So rather than putting money towards that, I'm going to put as much as I can towards my apartment. So yeah, you guys, as I said, I already have the cash, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us set up for that. But yeah, that is my update. That is my cash breakdown. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have any suggestions or something else that I might possibly can do. But yeah, guys, that is the current situation. It is just really nothing else I can think about it. I'm still kind of sad about it, if you can hear it from my voice, but it is what it is. You have to do what you have to do. So let me stop rambling. Let me go ahead and get the cash so we can start our cash stuffing. All right, you guys, so here we go. We have our cash up at the top, the binder for our sinking funds, and our cash dividers that we carry in our wallet. So we will go ahead and set our binder to the side, and we will first get started with our cash dividers. So I am doing the dollar challenge. So any dollars that I do have left over in these dividers, I do set to the side and I add them to the jar. So spending is up first. We said that's going to be $80. So we will do 2 20s, 3 10s, and 2 5s. So that gives us 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So that is correct. I do have 2 singles that I will let set to the side, and we are going to roll over 20. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So $100 in spending, and that's going to get me by for the next 2 weeks. But honestly, you guys, I already have plans for my spending. I'm not sure if anybody is into games here, but if you are, and if you play The Sims, let me know, because I've been playing Sims since it was just The Sims. Like, I love that game, and they're releasing a new expansion pack, and your girl is gonna treat herself to buying that expansion pack. So yeah, I already got big plans for my spending, and I'm super excited because that is such a nice pick-me-up after the rough little couple of weeks I've been having. So next we're gonna move on to groceries. Groceries is going to get $140. So as always, we take that out in 20s. So I think this is $140. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. So that is true, 140. And all of these, you guys, are singles. So we are just gonna roll that over. And now we have 140 for our groceries. Up next, we have toiletries. Toiletries is going to get 50. So 2 20s and a 10. That gives us 20, 40, and $50. We also have some singles, and we will set that to the side, leaving us with 50 for toiletries. Here we have clothing. Clothing is going to get 20, so a $20 bill. Looking at clothing, we don't have any singles, so in a total we have 20, 40, 50, $55. Up next, we have eating out. Eating out is completely empty, and we are going to stuff $35. So we have 20, 30, 35. So perfect. There we go. Miscellaneous, that's always empty. And all of our cash dividers are stuffed. So we will go ahead and add that to the wallet. And there we go, ready to spend. It's so nice to have cash in here again, because I've been telling myself I can't do any spending until I do my cash stuffing. All right, so here we have our singles, you guys, and this is quite a few. So let's count and see what we were able to save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So great, $13 in singles. Let me go ahead and add the jar. And also I saw a comment that was a little confused as to why I have other denominations in here besides just singles, if this is supposed to be the singles jar. And I also do Uber and DoorDash, if you don't know. So if I get any cash tips when I do Uber Eats or deliver for DoorDash, I do also put my tips in the jar. So that is why you will see other denominations besides just singles. But there we go. We are adding our singles to the jar. And right after our dollar jar, we have our coins. So let's go ahead and open this up and add what we have for the past 2 weeks. All right, you guys, so there we go. Our coin jar, I think, is at the halfway mark, which is nice to see. So we will put this to the side. And now let's go ahead and bring out our binder and get started with our sinking funds. So first up is annual payments. That's getting 20, so a $20 bill. If we add 20, that now gives us 120, 40, 60, 70, 80. $180 in our annual payments. After that, we have car maintenance. Car maintenance is going to get $50. I did just recently take my car to get serviced. If you guys remember, I think it was a couple of videos ago, I was mentioning like this weird sound that my car was making. So I took it to get serviced. It got an oil change and it got tire rotations. So yeah, and now the noise is gone. So let's hope it does not come back. So now within car maintenance, I have $500. This is just a placeholder to let me know that $500 is in the bank. And then in actual cash, we have 50, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. So $588 is what I have in car maintenance. After that, we move into car insurance. Car insurance is going to be $75. So we have 50, 70, and 5. Adding that to what we have, let's see what we saved up so far. So that's 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 215, 20, 25. $225. I believe that's right. And after car insurance, we have Christmas. Christmas is gonna get $40. So we will do 2 20s. And adding a 20, I also saw something on a whim that I thought would be perfect for my dad for Christmas. So I did pick that up because I know in like 5 months it's not gonna be there. So I did use a little bit of my Christmas money this month. So now within Christmas, I have 500, 20, 40, 50, 5. So $555. All right, next it is gifts. Gifts is gonna get 20. I'm saving up for my best friend's birthday. It's in October. I don't know what I wanna do for her yet. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 5. So $105. After that, it is household. Household is going to get 40. Obviously, since the recent circumstances that has happened, I'm not going to put any money into this current apartment in terms of like organizing my kitchen and all of that stuff that I wanted to do. So I'm just going to continue to fund this so that then when I go to my new place, I can still organize and do stuff there. So in household, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 205. So $205 in household. Next it is medical. That's going to get $10. So adding a 10, that will now put the envelope at 100, 200, 300, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62. So $362 for medical. And then it is vacation. Vacation is getting 50, so a $50 bill. I have not done anything all summer. and my best friend has been on me that we have to do something by the end of the summer. We're gonna try and do something. I think we're going to like an amusement park or something. So I'll just take it out of vacation. It's like fun money, I guess, if I want to do anything fun. So vacation, we have $500 in the bank, and then we have 600, 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53. So $653 for vacation. All right, so taxes, we are not going to stuff today, and savings is going to get $200. So putting $200, let's see where that puts us. So that's 1,000, 2,000, 2,500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 3,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and deposit this into the bank and then replace this 500 slip for a $1,000 placeholder. So then we know we will have $3,000 in savings. I don't have the placeholders and everything with me right now, so I'll just do that for the next video. But as I said, it's nice to know that my savings is here if I need it and to help me move if I need to. So since we did add $200 to our savings, I am still going to check it off on my savings challenge just to hold me accountable. So check for the next 2 weeks and we should be at 3,000, which we are. All right, so now we get into apartment. But before we do that, as I told you guys, I want to put a cap on debt snowball. So I want to only have $500 in this envelope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is my 500 that I will pay for this month towards debt. And then this extra money I'm going to roll over into apartment as well. So we brought back out our handy dandy apartment envelope from last year, and all of this is going to go towards that. So now as a total with an apartment, we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 335. Okay, so we have $335 with an apartment. Honestly, this is probably going to be gone by the next video because I have to pay for the application fee, and you know, you got to pay to put a hold on the apartment so they don't take it off the market. And I believe it's about 300 or probably a little bit over 300 for that. So at least that's nice that I have the money set aside so I can do that, and then the rest should be due when I move in. So that gives me, you know, time to save as much as I can and do what I can to save up for the move of this apartment. But as of today, you guys, that is everything for the cash stuffing, and that will complete for this week. All right, everyone, so overall, as always, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you are learning from the method and you are just enjoying the content. If you are, definitely let me know down in the comments below. That is the best way to show me that you guys are enjoying these videos and that you like them. And it also really helps out my channel, which I would appreciate as well. If you've made it to the end and you aren't subscribed yet, you feel like you would enjoy watching, then definitely hit that subscribe button and join. But I feel like I talked you guys ear off enough today, so I will let you guys go, and I will see you all next time in my next video. Bye guys.